What food diet are you on? Now, during an appointment with Mike's oncologist for his brain cancer, I asked the oncologist what sort of foods should Mike be eating? What should his diet be? And guess what the oncologist said? He said, Mike can eat anything, even McDonald's. Anything. I was totally blown away. I was absolutely flabbergasted, and I'll tell you why soon. So what I'm going to be covering today is different types of diets, your food diet, and also I'm then going to give you a recommended food diet and how to easily follow it. So if you don't know me already, my name is Tessa Stowe, and nice to meet you. And I'm all about inspiring and empowering people to live in high vibration so they are free to live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. Now, let's get on to different types of diets. Now, when we think of diets, we tend to think of the food we eat. We tend to think of all the things that we consume through our mouth. And in fact, if you look up the word diet, it just talks about food and drink, and that's it. And yes, we consume we consume and put into our mouth. What we consume and put into our mouth is very important, obviously. And I'm going to be covering that specifically. But before I do that, I just really want to make the point that our diet, what we consume, is much broader than just the food. It's also what we consume through our eyes, our ears, our nose, our skin. All those things that you consume are also really important. They all have an impact on our body and therefore the life we live, and on whether really we're living a happy, healthy, enchanted life. Now, this quote here says it absolutely perfectly. Your diet is not only what you eat, it's what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, the people you hang around with. Yes, be mindful of the things you put into your body, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So as I said, food is really important, what you put in through your mouth. That's what I'm going to cover specifically today. And at other times, I'll cover other parts of your diet. So let's get on to your food diet. Now, I am a great fan of journaling because in the process of transformation and change, we tend to forget how far we have come and how much we have changed. So the benefit is if you journal, then you can go back and review how you used to be, and you can congratulate yourself on how far you have come. So what I recommend is after you've watched or listened to this, I recommend that you make a list of what is in your current food diet. So make a list of a detailed list, right? A detailed list of what you typically eat and drink, like for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and, snacks and drinks during the day and night. And also list what you typically eat when you go out. It's your own private list, okay? Nobody's going to see this list. You don't have to show it to anybody. So there's no judgment. You don't have to hide what you're eating, okay? It's just between you and your journal, okay? So, and I want you to put a date on this list. And because I promise you, this list will inspire you, and it will just give you such a sense of joy and achievement further on down the track. Assuming that you take on the diet I'm about to cover, of course. So now I'm going to get on to that. I'm going to get on to the recommended food diet and how to follow it. Now, the food diet I'm going to cover is simple, and it's easy to follow. It's easy to decide what's in and what's out. There's no calorie counting. There's no weighing. There's nothing like that at all. It's just simple. So what I'll do is I'll explain the diet, and then I'll explain how to easily follow it. So now, first of all, but why am I recommending this food diet? Well, I'm recommending this food diet because it will help you live in high vibration. And when you live in high vibration, you are free to live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. And you get, when you're in high vibration, you get access to all your superpowers. So now let's look at it. Food has a vibration and a frequency. So when we are eating food, we are consuming that frequency, and that therefore changes the frequency of our body. So if you eat high vibration foods, high vibration, high frequency foods, then you are helping your body be in high vibration. And when you're eating low vibration frequency foods, you are helping your body be in low vibration. Well, so what? Well, your body uses vibration or frequency to determine what state it needs to be in and what to do. So when your body is in low vibration, your body thinks it needs to go into survival mode because it thinks it's in danger. And when it goes into survival mode, guess what? It switches off your health system so that it can use the energy, to basically escape the threat. So, and when I say it switches off your health system, so I'm talking about your immune system, your growth and repair systems, your natural healing system. So, I think low vibration, your health systems, for one thing, are switched off. Whereas if you are in high vibration, your body thinks it's safe and it can focus on helping you live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. And part of that is having all your health systems switched on. So the food you eat has a direct impact on your body's vibration and then what your body will or won't allow you or your body to do. So that's why I recommend this food diet, because it's a high vibration diet and it switches your body into that happy, healthy, enchanted life mode. So, yep, it's all good. So now, what is the diet? So, you've probably guessed, it's a high vibration food diet. So it's a diet of high vibration foods. Now, let's look at the frequency of some foods. Now, ultra processed food has a vibration between 0 and 5 megahertz. I mean, low, in other words. Organic foods between 50 and 160 megahertz, and superfoods between 160 and 210. So a bit of a gap. Ultra processed foods down at 0 to 5 and superfoods at 160 to 210. So it makes sense that if you want to really be on that high vibration diet, consuming as much high vibration food as you possibly can. So that's what the diet is. It's basically high vibration foods. Now, but don't worry, you are not going to have to figure out and do lots of research to figure out what food is high vibration and what food is, low vibration. No, I'm just going to give you a really easy method or a tool to use to make it really, really simple. So, and the other thing is, don't worry, you don't have to make big, huge, immediate changes either. Well, for one thing, they don't work. So, now the tool to use to follow this diet is the alkaline acidic chart. Now, if you go online and use your search engine, just search for alkaline acidic chart and lots of them will pop up. And these charts basically clearly show you what foods are alkaline, in other words, what foods are high vibration. So think alkaline foods, high vibration foods. And it will also clearly show you what foods are acidic. Now think of acidic foods as being low vibration. So in essence, with this high vibration diet, you want to basically eat more alkaline foods and less acidic foods. And it's interesting because when you look at what are alkaline foods, they are the foods that are really close to nature and natural. So how do you implement this diet, right? Well, the best way to implement it is to make small changes. So rather than just give up and just totally change what you're eating at the moment, right? It's just making small changes. Because if I said to you just needed as of like right now you have to go on this diet, well then there'd be massive resistance and you'd start craving all those things that you really like to eat and that you've been eating. So this is the way to implement this is to make small changes and let your body guide you. So rather than a give up approach, I recommend the gradual approach. Small steps, small changes. So maybe replace a meal with fresh fruit. For example, my breakfast is now, most of the time, is to simply fresh fruit. That's my breakfast. Or you could replace a meal with a fresh salad, or you could introduce a fresh salad. So fresh. So just want to keep emphasizing this, introduce alkaline foods slowly. And what's so great about it is that when you start doing this, going on an alkaline diet, and you start to sort of consume a lot more natural food and fresh food, your body will start to crave it all by itself. And and your body will actually not want to actually eat the low vibration stuff. So you will actually, by doing these small steps, you'll just actually build up a bit of a momentum. Now, on my side, I mostly eat an alkaline diet. I do though, there's an Italian restaurant down the road from me, and when I go there, I do eat the tiramisu because it is ultra just delicious. So I know that that's acidic. So I'm telling you this, I'm confessing, because I want you to know that I'm not completely fanatical. But most of the time, I eat a alkaline, high vibration diet. And the reason I do that is I'm committed to living in high vibration so that I'm free to live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. I'm really committed to that, apart from the occasional tiramisu. But, once in a while, it's absolutely fine. So let's summarize. What you consume through your mouth has a direct impact on your vibration, which has a direct impact on your body, and it basically tells your body whether it should be in survival mode or whether it can be in happy, healthy, enchanted life mode. So it makes sense, therefore, to consume high vibration foods so that your body's in the happy, healthy, enchanted life mode. And the way to do it, which we discussed, is to eat mostly alkaline foods, and the alkaline acidic food chart will help you do that. But and also as another simple rule is eat food that is natural and fresh as possible. So we have covered your food diet, what goes into your mouth. But as I mentioned at the beginning, there is also which is really important, is what goes into your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your skin. Now, if you want more about that, and if you want more about living in high vibration, I highly recommend you download my Living in High Vibration Roadmap. And you can get that at lhvroadmap.com. That's lhvroadmap.com. Now, within that roadmap, you get my Happiness Superpower Roadmap, but you also get my ULA methodology, which helps you consume high vibrations through your mouth, your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your skin. And the roadmap comes with 2 diagrams and 2 videos which explain the diagrams. So what happened after that oncologist told Mike, basically, and told me as well, that he could eat anything, even McDonald's? Well, as I mentioned, I was just absolutely flabbergasted, gobsmacked, stunned, all of that stuff. Because as soon as Mike was diagnosed with brain cancer, I did a lot of research about how to cure cancer, how to slow it down, all that stuff, and also how to improve the quality of his life. And that's when I found the alkaline acidic chart. And that's when I found out that cancer absolutely thrives in an acidic, low vibration body. So I just couldn't believe the oncologist was actually saying he could eat foods that his cancer was going to thrive in. Anyway, so let's say that with Mike, most of the time I followed the, alkaline diet, and particularly during his radiation and his chemo. And I contribute that alkaline diet to Mike having minimal of the normal side effects from his chemo and radiation. And that alkaline diet helped Mike build up his immune system, which obviously the radiation and the chemo was just, pushing down, was taking it away. And I attribute that alkaline diet to also being a contributing factor to Mike having some quality of life as well. So my wish for you is that you decide to adopt the food diet I have just covered, so that you live in high vibration and you are free to live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. Now, just before Mike died, I asked him what he would like me to say for him at his funeral, and it was just 3 words: just do it. So, in Mike's words, just do it. Bye.